So what I wanted to share with you guys today is, do you remember when I had those beautiful hair extensions and I loved them? They give you all this volume. So when it was time to take them out, I didn't want to lose all that good hair because it was human hair. It was not cheap. And I wanted to have something that I could put in when I have special occasions, when I'm filming, whatever. I just wanted to be able to have that hair still. So I did a bunch of research and I figured out how to make a clip-in halo hair extension. And I wanted to share that because it really wasn't that hard to do. And anyway, I just thought I would share it in case you end up wanting to do something with your hair. So here is the hair extension that I made. Now let me show you. So I did clips and I did the little string that makes the halo, and all you need to do this is about $25 worth of products on Amazon or wherever. You want to get some wig thread, which you just want to get it like a similar color to your hair. Red's kind of hard to do, so I went with this kind of dark blonde. I liked to do the clips because it makes sure that they stay in place. So you can just get these hair extension clips on Amazon. Fishing wire, which you can also get there. You could probably get for cheaper at Walmart or something. That's the weight. It took some research to find. So 25 pound, that seemed to be what most people use, and I think it worked well. Needles, and then this is just elastic. It's like a stretchy, oh, I re-put it back in the package really good. Anyway, it's just like stretchy elastic, so there's a little bit of give, which is nice, and I got this from Amazon as well. Anyway, the process for making this is pretty simple. What you want to do is take the elastic, take a piece, and you want to wrap it around your head, like where the extension would go. So you want to take the piece of elastic and you want to set it exactly where you would be having it sit on your head. So most of the time you kind of want it here so you can hide it with a good crown of your hair. So just take it, cut it a little bit longer, and then take that cut piece, and then you can be a little more precise about where you want to put it, and then trim the end. I did a little thing. I just folded it over slightly and sewed it. You don't have to do that. I'm just kind of an anal retent, so that's what I did. So you just take that piece of elastic, and then you take all your hair extensions, and let me flip this around. So I took out all the hair extensions, and then I washed them and dried them. I just let them air dry, and then I brushed them out. I just wanted to make sure all the sticky was removed from the ends. So these were all individual pieces. So what I did was I just brushed them out and took each piece one at a time, and I took some gel super glue and just lightly glued them into place on this piece of elastic. And I did 3 per piece, and then I flipped it over, and you can see a little bit of elastic through here. I flipped it over and then did the same thing on the back side. The back side, I don't think I had quite as many to do. I think I did a double side, and on the front I did the triple. So you do that first. You take that, you glue all your hair on so it's in a nice place. Now some people, they just use the glue, and that's fine. I was a little worried, and I wasn't sure if they would start coming out if it was hot or something. So I then took the second step of sewing. So you just thread this like you would a regular needle, and then you just go through and sew and make sure. And it doesn't have to be a crazy fancy sew job. It just has to make sure it keeps them on the elastic. So I just sort of made sure I got all the edges, and then I went through, sewed these all on, sewed them on the back. You can do it while you're watching TV, not a big deal. So I did that. So then once all of these guys are sewn on, then what I did, because I didn't want them to move, and after doing some research, I thought it was the smartest thing to do. So I got the clips. So you just take these little clips. Let me show you what they look like close up. Here is what a hair extension clip looks like when it's not sewed on, right? So that's it open. It just clips into your hair and then you shut it. So this is the side that you sew onto the hair that's sewn onto the elastic. So you just take that piece and put it right on there. And I think the first couple ones I actually tack glued on there, and then that helped me keep it in place. And then you just sew the little edges. So just sew those on. So I did 4 clips kind of strategically placed. And then the last thing I did was this little piece of fishing wire. So you put your hair extension on, and then you just see how much room you need. And then you sew it on one end and knot it, and then you bring it over. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. And then you sew it on the other side, like that. And it really is invisible. When you have it in, you can't see it. But then after you have done that, then you just need to check it for fitting. So I'm going to show you how I put it on. Okay, so the way that you put this guy in case you have not done it before, is you just section off the top section of your hair and pull it up. I usually do a little brushing so it looks halfway decent. Now, if you're doing the halo style with the fishing wire, then after you do this, you pull out the front section of hair that you're going to use to blend. And then you just take this stuff. Oops, missed a section. All right. So then you just take this stuff and clip it or tie it or whatever on the top of your head. Okay. So you look like a hat. So then you take your extension and just unclip. So if you have the halo bit here, it would be attached. So it would just set right here. I'm actually going to take mine off. So it just sets there. I am going to start, I think I'm going to not use you just clip these guys in. Mine broke, which it's really easy to just reattach, but I think I'm going to not use it, which is why I haven't reattached it. All right, so you just clip those guys in and then kind of blend it and make sure it looks okay. And then you just undo this part. Let's hide that. All right, so then you just take your hair and kind of just brush it over the top and blend it in, and then voila, you have your long hair again. There. And then it looks great, and you have all this added volume, and you don't see it in the back. Now, I wanted to tell you guys, when I first made this, I made mine a little too long. So I'm just going to take it out. You just unclip it. So what I wanted to tell you guys is when I made mine, I actually made it a little too long. And so I looked at it and tried to figure out a way to fix it, and it actually turned out really well. So all I did was, can you see this here? See that little bend? So this was about 1/2 inch too long. So all I did was fold it in the very back, like the part that would hit the back of my hair, and then I just sewed that piece together. So it made it the perfect length, and honestly, it's totally fine to have a little extra hair in the back. I don't feel it when it's on, and it made it the right length. So anyway, that is how you make a clip-in hair extension. Okay, I forgot to mention one thing. If you didn't get extensions and you just want to make your own halo or make your own clip-in, aren't these so awesome? They really look like my hair. You can do that and way cheaper. If you go to the beauty supply store and you just get like a pack of hair extensions without the clips, without anything, you can do the exact same thing. You just get the elastic, you glue them, sew them, put the clips in, and then for a lot cheaper, you can have your own like clip-in guy. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that in case you didn't do the other and you weren't like converting old hair extensions. You can actually just go to the beauty supply store, buy them before anybody else has done it, do it yourself, and save a lot of money. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. Thanks.